In this video, I want to introduce you to the biggest update of SCRCPY GUI, the app that I built myself. This is a GUI for already existing app called SCRCPY, which is terminal-based program, which lets you mirror and control your phone from a PC. And the GUI that I built makes everything easy. You don't have to use terminal. Now, first, let me quickly introduce you to the new version and few new features. And then I'm gonna show you how to install it and use it. And then we'll talk about the future development, the plans. So this is the brand new SCRCPY GUI, the version 3.1. Compared to previous version, this is a super lightweight version built around Taori, React, and Rust. So if you're someone who has used the previous version of this app, then you know this is a big UI overhaul. Everything looks really nice and clean. And I tried making everything visible on same screen so you don't have to, go through the different settings and find the settings. So everything is here. Right side, we have device hub. Here you'll see the connected devices. You can also connect your phone wirelessly. In the middle, we have the main control for screen mirroring. We have screen mirroring option, camera mirroring option, and the desktop mode. In all these settings, you can configure the resolution, FPS, rotation, and bitrate. And you can start the screen mirroring. To the right side, we have a session behavior. Basically, you can forward the audio always on top. You can enable the full screen borderless. You can also record the feed or the whatever you're mirroring. We can also use the OTG style. So your PC's mouse and keyboard will be usable on phone. Okay, and there is a pure OTG mode. It won't mirror your phone, but you'll be able to use your PC's mouse and keyboard on your phone to control it. In camera option, you can mirror your camera, and there are some new features, especially this one, camera devices. You can click on this refresh lenses option to get all the lenses of your device. And from here, you can select the specific camera lens to mirror. So in my case, I have 4 cameras in my phone, so I can select whichever I want to mirror. Let's say, for example, the front one, and you'll see your camera appearing there. Pretty simple, and this is probably one of the most useful feature that I have added in this version. Okay, you can also change the codec, aspect ratio, resolution, FPS, rotation, and the desktop mode works only if your phone has the desktop mode built in, and it requires Android 16 or above. Some phones manufacturer just strip out this from the phone, so it might not work on your phone, but it should work on most phones which has the Android 16 version or above. Okay, so like for example, I have the Android 16 on my phone. It's a Samsung phone. So you can see this is what desktop mode looks like. This is basically giving you a secondary display. So you can run apps on your PC, but they won't open on your phone. So you'll have 2 different screens to open and play with your apps. And we have some presets for the resolution, or we can do it manually through these sliders. Okay, we can also change the DPI, and same thing, you can change the FPS, rotation in all of these settings. Now let's say you want to mirror your phone plus record it. You can enable this option, record feed, and then you can click on start. And now whatever location you have choose here, record path, there the recording will be saved. Okay, and you can also change it if you want to. Okay, so you can stop the session and check the folder that you have selected in the record path, and your recording will appear here basically. Okay, you can record screen, camera, desktop mode, everything. And you can also drag and drop any file or APK to install it or transfer it to the phone. Or you can also browse for the files and send it to your phone. And you can also customize the UI of this application. There are theme presets that I have provided at the top left side. The default one is purple, the ultraviolet, and you can go with Astro Blue, Carbon Stealth, Emerald, and the Blood Moon. So whichever theme you prefer, you can select that and make it look good or whatever color you prefer, you can select that. Now, another big feature that I have added here is that you can also use commands here. If you're an advanced user, let's say if there is a feature that's missing or you want to run a specific command that's not available in the GUI, you can run that command here. Both ADB and SCRCPY commands work in here. So this is for more advanced users. You can also export the log file by clicking on report, and it will download the log file to the downloads folder, and you can now send that log file to the GitHub if you want me to fix any issue that you're having. Okay, you can also clear the log files or logs in the terminal, and you can also connect multiple devices at the same time. Okay, I'm going to connect my phone through the wireless and USB, so it acts as two devices, and I can mirror all the devices that are connected at the same time. And it also shows you what type of connection is using the device. Okay, so this one USB, Wi-Fi, okay, easy to identify. So let's say I want to screen mirror the USB device here. I can do that. And let's say I want to do a camera mirror on wireless. I can do it at the same time, even though it's the same device. I can do it. And it also works with screen mirroring. Like say you want to do screen mirroring on multiple devices at the same time. It works. It supports multiple devices. Now, when you use this for the first time, you'll have to install the SCRCPY engine or the binary. Now, this app can automatically download the SCRCPY binary by clicking on Install Core option. Okay, if you need help, let's say the binary is not downloading automatically, which should get downloaded because I have fixed the automatic binary download. And sometime, let's say you have installed this GUI on C drive or any location where you need a admin permission. On that case, you might have to run the SCRCPY GUI as admin. Otherwise, it won't be able to automatically download. It will be able to automatically download, but it won't be able to automatically extract it to the SCRCPY GUI location. So if you don't want to run this as admin, you can also set it manually. There is a setup help option at the top. You can click on it and it will walk you through how to do it manually. Or again, you can simply click on Install Core and it will automatically download and extract the SCRCPY on the same location where SCRCPY GUI is installed, right here, just like this. Okay, it will be called SCRCPY bin. Again, in some cases, you might have to run this as admin if it doesn't work. Now, let me show you guys how to download it and use it from the start. So this is the official page of SCRCPY. Again, this app is made by me. So you can go here and read about this app. Now there is a new app icon. Now to download this, you can go to releases and then scroll down a little bit, and under assets, you'll find the files. So right now it's also available for Linux. So if you're a Linux user, the app image is here. Now for the Windows, you can download the exe or MSI, the setup file, or you can also use the portable version of this, whichever you prefer. If you want to install it, then choose either MSI or exe. Just click on it to download it. And after that, go to your download folder and just run the installer. If you see this screen, Windows protected your PC, that's because I have not signed the application. To sign the application, I need to spend some money, which I can't. I don't have. This project is free and open source. You can look up into the code. Everything is open. So, but still, if you want to, you can also scan the file in VirusTotal or whichever antivirus program you use. So here, click on Run Anyway, and the installer will start. And you can change the location of where you want to install it, and then click Next and install. And then click on Finish and launch SCRCPY GUI, just like that. And after that, you need to install the SCRCPY, the main core engine or binary. So you can click on Install Core and it's going to install the core. But again, if you see fail to create archive file, then in that case, you have to run this as admin. You can see the log here that it was able to download it, but it wasn't able to extract it. So you can close this and then run this as administrator and then install core again. And this time it will just work. Because again, in some cases, you'll have to run this as admin. Okay. What I've found is that if you use the MSI, you'll have to run it as admin. If you use the .exe one, you don't have to run it as admin in most cases. And you can now start using this to mirror and control your phone and have fun. Yeah. Now let's talk about the future development and a little bit of past development. I started this project so I can actually use some kind of good GUI, because I also like to use GUI for SCRCPY. There are many out there, but most of them don't get updated anymore. So I wanted to make my own app and maintain it by myself so I can update it whenever I want and add the new features. So this was the first release of SCRCPY GUI that I built. Okay. Now we went from this to this. Okay. You can see there is a huge difference. Okay. The UI is better. Everything is just better. And there is a theme support. Okay. I have added many features and I tried making the app look good. Even though I used vibe coding to make this, I never abandoned the first release code. The code remained the same. I just changed the language and I just made it look good. In my opinion, this actually looks really good, the final build. So yeah, this is going to be the final build of this. Now on, I'm going to focus on making this thing better, more stable. I think the app itself is more stable, but maybe there are some, missing feature or something that doesn't work properly. Even though I have tested this fully for almost 90% of the features are here and it works. But again, if you're an advanced user, like to use the terminal, you can use the terminal within this application. Okay, so if there is some specific command that you want to run of ADB or SCRCPY. Now I'm going to be working on making this app better based on the issues I see here. I'll look on the issue, and if I need to implement something, I'll implement it. And the design is over of this app. Basically, the design will stay the same, and now I'll focus on making this better by adding new features, by fixing things. Okay, now I have also added a support option here. So if you want to support my project, you can go and support me through Patreon. Okay, it's not fully set up, but yeah, it's already set up, so you can support me. Okay, if you go to the official GitHub page, you'll also find the Patreon here if you want to support me again. Even though I'm using vibe coding, this actually took me so long to make this app this good. And one more thing I forgot to mention, this is a Taori application, which means it's more secure than the previous builds like the Electron, and it uses system's built-in web view to show the UI. In Windows, it's the Microsoft web view. Even if I don't update this app for a year, this app will still remain secure. The Linux build is here, not fully tested. I have tested this on the Ubuntu and Zorin OS. Yeah, it works, but I don't know about all the features. So I don't know. In future, I might only release the pre-builds for Windows because it's easy for me to test. The macOS build, I have planned to release a macOS build, but I don't have Mac. Okay, so I don't know if I'll ever release a macOS build. I can release it without testing, but that will just, if something goes wrong, I don't know what to do. So I might just cancel the macOS pre-builds. Since this is an open source project, maybe someone else will do it. But mainly, I'll be maintaining the Windows and also somewhat of Linux. The thing is, I have made the code usable on Linux and Mac too. So if you're a dev, you want to build this app for Mac and Linux, yeah, you can do it. It's already ready to be used. Right now, I wish I could make this my job. Like I get paid to make these and maintain these apps. But still, again, you guys have the option. If you want to, you can support me on Patreon, and I'll also add other options. I live in a country where the PayPal doesn't work, so I have to use Patreon and maybe some other things that might work. But right now, Patreon is the only thing that I can use. I know you guys are smart. If you like the project, you'll find a way to support me somehow, because it actually takes so much effort and time to make and maintain. Now everything is ready, the app is like fully finished. The UI, almost all the features are working. Now I just need to maintain it. If there is a new update for SCRCPY, I have to implement that into it. So I'll try doing that and keep this project alive. And hopefully I get some support from you guys. So either through opening the issue and also through the Patreon, whichever you prefer. Okay, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or have any suggestions for me, you can always do the comment and we can have some chit chat in the comment section too. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and have fun. Bye bye.